The year 2020 has had its share of struggles and surprises. In fact, it could be said that this year has packed quite a punch. Here, we'll take a look at some of the conspiracy rumors surrounding Kobe Bryant's death. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, share and subscribe, and don't forget to slam dunk that notification bell for our newest videos. On January 26, 2020, a Sikorsky S-76B helicopter crashed in Calabasas, California, while en route from John Wayne Airport to Camarillo Airport in Ventura County. There were 9 people on board the helicopter, including retired professional basketball player Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. They had just come from church that Sunday and were on their way to fly to Bryant's Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks, California. As it was normal for high-profile Kobe Bryant to evade LA traffic with the use of his private chopper, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But it turned out to be a sad day for the world. Although it is still unclear what had caused the crash, as the investigation is still ongoing, whether it was due to heavy fog, human error, or the chopper's missing warning system, many continue to speculate on the sudden demise of those on board. These and many more questions are still unanswered. Here are some conspiracies that popped up. Sabotage. Days after the tragedy, school psychologist Dr. Umar Johnson went on a 6-minute rant on Instagram Live, alleging that Bryant's helicopter crashed on purpose. He mentioned that Kobe Bryant was engaged in a legal battle with a big pharmaceutical company over the use of the name Black Mamba, emphasizing that, quote, radar can see through fog, and that pilot was a highly skilled professional. They didn't crash of no damn fog, and it wasn't no wind. The propeller was sabotaged, end quote. On the day of the crash, due to the apparent heavy fog in the area, all LAPD helicopters were grounded, and yet Kobe's chopper had been given clearance to fly. The helicopter pilot also died in the crash, clearing him for liability, which further raised speculation towards the alleged sabotage. Many reacted to these statements, highlighting the fact that for the past few years, Kobe Bryant has been battling against pharma company High-Tech Pharmaceuticals over the use of the name Black Mamba. High-Tech had attempted to name their diet pill product Black Mamba Hyper Rush. On the week he had died, Bryant was scheduled to appear in court over this. Bryant had argued that the product illegally trades on his famous nickname. The conspirator, Dr. Johnson, did not specifically mention who he believed was responsible for the alleged sabotage. The legend of Chamberlain Heights. Fact and fiction oftentimes get blurred depending on perspective, sometimes by random chance. We see these visionary occurrences in our most loved cartoons. Many have speculated that another cartoon series had called this helicopter crash in 2016. 4 years before the tragedy, Comedy Central had run a short-lived cartoon series called The Legend of Chamberlain Heights. The 2012 tweet, .noso, predicted that Kobe Bryant would die in a helicopter crash on November 13, 2012. Although the date might not have been correct, and many questioned the validity of the tweet, the cause of Bryant's passing, indicated in the tweets, still gives many the chills. Freemasons. January 26, 2020, a date that everyone will now remember as the fateful day when one of our best was taken away from us. The day that Kobe Bryant and 8 others, including his daughter, died. However, there are those who believe that this was a chosen date, with numbers representing numerological significance for those considered to be Freemasons. Masons and those in the top hierarchy hold certain numbers in significance, mostly repeating numbers. 3, 13, 33, and 66 are high numbers, while 11, 12, 33 are master numbers. Here is where Kobe's tragic accident comes to fold. Bryant's death was on January 26, 2020. If you add each number of the date, you get the number 13. If you add up the number 13, which was Gianna Bryant's age, you get 26, which is the date of death. The number 26 to Freemasons can be read as 2 6s. Kobe's jersey was 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. These numbers allegedly hold significance to Freemasons and can be seen as symbolic. Even the helicopter's departure at 9:06 a.m. has been seen as another 6-6 when you reverse the 9. Many have speculated that these numerological happenings are more than coincidental. Some have even said that Kobe was himself a Freemason, doing his duty through self-sacrifice in a worldwide order to play a part in mass destruction attempts. Kobe Bryant's helicopter toys. It's not uncommon to have athletes, personalities, and the like to have merchandise. From shirts to action figures, these are certainly lucrative ways to catch the public's interest. However, after the horrific helicopter crash that took the life of NBA star Kobe Bryant, A toy designed for kids seemed to have been re-released with prices of up to $1,000 on eBay. The toy is a remote-controlled gyro helicopter officially licensed by the NBA, bearing the LA Lakers insignia and colors, with the star player's signature on its side. Impeachment distraction. It may have been a timely tweet, but one former hitmaker and self-proclaimed patriot, Eric Carmen, tweeted, quote, "Anyone else wondering what kind of event is in the works for Sunday night, Monday morning, in order to preempt MSN coverage of the president's defense on Monday? They certainly don't want the American public watching the president's legal team destroying Chef's case." End quote. Kobe Bryant was the 13th pick of the draft. If you add these digits together, you get 13. On the night before his death, LeBron James surpassed Kobe's all-time scoring record while they were playing the Philadelphia 76ers. 7 plus 6 equals 13. Kobe died on January 26, 2020, which equals to 13, once each digit is added. This has led many to believe that there's more to this tragedy than what people see in the news. Ritual sacrifice. There is a section on the internet that claims to believe that Kobe's tragic accident may have been a manner of ritual sacrifice. One theory suggests that Bryant's death may have been an example of blood sacrifice brought on by the Illuminati, suggesting that those in power chose certain beloved individuals as human sacrifice to appease their worship one. Bryant, being one of the most known and beloved personalities in history, was one sacrifice that would have been felt by everyone. There are also some who believe that this ritual sacrifice was more so for the LA Lakers. They have claimed that rituals are made in modern day to acquire a certain desire. They say that this untimely death was a planned circumstance that could elevate the rankings or the possibilities of LeBron James and his current LA Lakers to winning the NBA championship, even furthering a new dynasty beyond Kobe's time. Allegedly, this is part of the risk if you want fame and tens of millions of dollars in society. In light of all these theories and conspiracies that have sprouted up everywhere regarding Kobe Bryant's death, it is quite significant to note that investigations are still ongoing. Although it is important to note that the helicopter was not carrying a flight data recorder or cockpit recorder, and preliminary findings from the National Transportation, the Safety Board, stated that there was no evidence of engine failure. Furthermore, a subsequent autopsy was unable to detect any traces of drugs or alcohol in the pilot's system. Hopefully, further details would be provided to the public who are truly hungry for answers to his demise. One thing is for sure, the 9 people on board who were killed were taken away in such a fashion that the whole world mourned. Which conspiracies do you think make sense? And would you have a different perspective on the cases of this tragic crash? However you see the scenarios, Kobe Bryant's name and Black Mamba legacy carries on. We want to hear what you think. Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more. This has been Sports Spot. Until next time.